Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the road to 175 stars. So today we are in the Howling Pit and we are going all the way through, up and around and over and through the Grandmother's wilderness here in order to fight the Executioner way up over there. And you can even see it from here, which is pretty cool. So this is where she is, and we gotta trek across the Howling Pit over to the derelict oil rig. And you can see that there's a couple of buildings here, and here's the oil rig up on top. And so that's where the final showdown is. Now, you might be wondering, like, how does Prometheus do as a caster type setup? Or as a hybrid of sorts? Well, it does actually pretty well, especially if you are defending. And so we can run up and grab some ichor, and we can go ahead and smash these things. And we are just doing some attacks here because we want to make sure that on this fella, we just run up and eliminate him pretty much. And the cool thing is that the more aggressive these guys get to come and attack us, the more ability to defend we will have. And as you can see, whoops, we can get back all of our ichor. Whoops, we can get back all of our ichor pretty much, and we can also continuously. Whoops, we can get killed. That's definitely something we can do. But the way that this works out, you can actually be a pretty good caster overall with Prometheus, because of the abilities that it has access to, and the values that it actually gets. You can actually do some pretty decent attacks. You can do some pretty decent damage, and as you see here, 8631 is pretty good overall, right? I mean, that's not, whoops, that's not like really awful. And if you need a little bit of boost in damage, right, you can go for swift destruction or quick mobility. So you can actually get to a point where you have a pretty decent amount of damage overall. Okay, moron came out of nowhere there because of the fact of having pretty decent damage from, you know, that 10% increase from swift destruction. If you go for the ability set to get that extra 10% damage, then you can actually get to a point here where you can actually almost kill these guys in one hit. It's a little bit of a frustrating setup because of not having access to you know, that quick mobility in the water here. And as you saw, it actually took us down all the way to slow mobility, and it actually matters. Let's see, where is this idiot? Yep, okay, let's make sure that okay, he's not going after us, but he is. Okay, that's fine, and we'll take that hit, and we'll take that hit. Good. And let's see what this guy's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna do that. We'll take the backstab for ichor reasons and such. Let's see, Eva's gonna kill him. Okay, sounds good to me. So you can see that we're kind of like a basic to average kind of caster with this setup. And the amazing thing is that we can take chaotic ash. Typically you can't do that with like strength blood codes and stuff, because their willpower and or mind is just not good enough, and we are able to bring it along for some instant ichor recovery, which is super helpful. as we go through here, because as you can see, the only way we can gain Ichor is by blocking. Whoops. And that is a very, very intense amount of Ichor that we can get back from simply blocking because of guard drain rating up mixed with blood-sucking blades. But the reality is that you know, we do have some pretty awesome abilities here that we can stack on top of each other. For example, now we are quick mobility, and that is fantastic. And now we can block 100% of everything, which is great because we get, look at that, 2-3 Ichor on every defend. Okay, and we'll definitely take that. Okay, and there we go. So pretty nice setup there, that we can have quick mobility, we can have 100% block, we can have all of these different things kind of all at one time without you know, having any kind of real problems. So let's see the quick mobility damage numbers here on this guy. Okay, and bang. So now we can one-shot these guys, which is pretty awesome. And only with our freezing roar, because they are that weak to ice. So as we get into what's his face over here, this is going to be you know, a little bit of a challenge for sure, but we will you know, make do with what we have. And the nice thing is that we can block you know, everything he's doing, and we can get a ton of Ichor back. Okay, except for when we want to actually do something, and then he... Oh. Yep. Okay, we are almost slowed. Let's see if he's gonna attack. That's good. Yes, please keep attacking. That is good. Oh, this is not good. Yep, the double hit window. Oh. Okay, he decided to do 2 explosions back to back, which is kind of weird because of the double window, the what do you call it? It's the double shockwave. That's what I want to say. It's a double shockwave attack, and so if you are at the inner ring of it, you have to deal with both attacks. If you are at the outer ring, you only have to deal with one, but it still deals slow to you, so you still have to watch out for that. Okay, so whatever, it doesn't mean much at this point, as we can simply, you know, oh, why did we have to be so far away? Let's just get some Ichor here, real quick, before we move on. And let's go for this, and a drain activator. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, you go over there. I'll get the key. Let's see, where is he at? Okay. And are you gonna kill yourself? No. Okay, please just don't explode. Okay, I guess he's gonna go kill himself. That's fine. We'll let him do that. That's fine. That's completely fine with me. Okay. Not really payback. These grime masses didn't do anything to me. Now these guys, you obviously don't want them to attack you, because they will you know, poison you, and you'll slowly tick off and die, and so that is a that's a no-no. But the Mud Gorger is definitely one of our more formidable enemies here that we have to deal with, so that's a real problem. Now for this guy, obviously we don't want Ice Crush, and so Lightning Pierce would be great, but we'll just go for Lightning Crush, so that'll help us take care of that. And again, we are just going to block for a while here. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Oh, okay. That's interesting to do that. we'll get some ichor here. Okay, we just got like a huge amount of ichor from him. And so we say thank you for that, and we move on. So very, very good that we have this ability here to kind of switch and swap the roars around, because they are very, very, very good. And even though everything is pretty garbage here because of the fact of how we are operating with a strength dex build or blood code, we are able to, look at that, 12,700, pretty good damage overall. Okay, there we go, and we'll just wipe those things out, not a problem at all. And we'll take the fast high road here to this area, so we can just move on, because those enemies there are not worth fighting, because they are a bunch of grind masses, and so it's not worth it, because you're just going to be trying to fight them with the idea of, you know, how to not get poisoned the whole time. And this guy's going to do that attack. Eva's going to destroy him, which is great. So these guys, we can just simply run around and defend against all of them, and it doesn't actually matter too much, because we want them to be alive so we can get ichor back, because if they're not alive, then we're not getting ichor back. And since ichor is kind of you know, super important for the build set we're going for here, we absolutely need it. Okay, let's kill this guy. Okay, and this guy can use a attack to the face here, and Eva's going to maybe push him off the edge. No, she's just going to finish him off. That is completely fine. And this guy will blow him away. Okay, good job, Eva. So you can see that adventuring here is pretty simplistic as a caster kind of business. Okay, and because we have multiple charge boosters on ourselves here, we are able to, you know, cast gifts very, very fast here, no problem, and we get a bunch of ichor back like all the time, you know. And we're going to take a little bit of damage here, which is completely fine. No big deal. And we lost a little bit of health, but, you know, that's to be expected, that at some certain point, right, you actually do lose health. And so it's no big deal here, because we are already at the derelict oil rig and ready for the executioner fight. And since we did use a couple of these things, we are going to need them for the executioner fight. Now this will get a little bit squirrely as we go through here, because we will be blocking to get ichor, and she will be doing, you know, her slow business. So we will be bringing a anti-slow for both myself and Eva. Now Eva will most likely die pretty early in phase 2. Probably, I would imagine that she will die with the spin to win attack, but we'll see about that. So we may want to just go for some attacks here, okay, instead of you know, anything else here. Okay, she's definitely you know, making it difficult on us here. Okay, let's go ahead and heal just because we can. Alright, and Eva's probably, yeah, gonna go down here at some point very soon. Yep. Okay, and that's fine. And we are definitely going to need to, you know, go for some ichor business, but it's going to be a little intense in how we actually go about that, because yeah, we can we can do this, but then we're going to be slowed, right? And then there's the unblockables, right? So that's kind of the business that we are going to have to deal with, is how do you get Ichor back without losing Reaper. And Reaper is going to be, you know, probably most of the time on cooldown. But since she doesn't have that much crush resistance, it is definitely there and it's noticeable, but it's not exactly the most empowering kind of thing. So we can go for something like Blade Dance or Blood Weapon or Lightning Weapon, any one of those, or Stun or Poison, really anything that suits our fancy here, to go for kind of weapon attacks and stuff, mixed in with gifting here along the way. So what we will go for is, let's see, sure, let's go for Blade Dance, just because it could be fun. It's not going to be super beneficial, but it can be helpful a little bit, I think. Okay, good. You got that. Whoops, I missed somehow. Okay. Good. Let's block that. Get some Ichor. Okay. And let's go ahead and block for more Ichor. Since we're already slowed, it's it's a good time to do that. Okay. Now this is where we need to back up here a little bit. Okay. Good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Now if you notice, we are definitely getting some pretty good hits in there with our sword. So we were able to actually use our Blade Dance there pretty well. And I missed our Chaotic Ash. That's fine. We'll get some Ichor from that. Eva's probably going to go down here pretty soon. Yep. Okay. Good. Alright. Now let's see what she's going to do here. Let's block these. Good. And then let's go for this. And then there we go. So it's a kind of interesting build set here that you can use the very quick succession of the roars back to back to put out some pretty decent damage very quickly. You know, it's a good like 20,000 or so that you can put out instead of doing like a weapon gift that does like 20,000, you can do an actual gift that does about 20,000. And so that's kind of nice that you can stagger them and be putting out damage along the way. But also you have a gift, or you have a weapon that can recover Ichor very reliably. It's just when you fight an enemy like this that does a status debuff of slow or something else, poison or whatever, this kind of falls apart, right? Because then all of a sudden you have to deal with that status debuff, and that can be pretty difficult to overcome sometimes. But this, if you have Reaper along, it definitely helps synergize with these three. But if you are doing some kind of attack set where you need the sword as well, it's there, it's available, and you can just switch to Blade Dance, and you can start increasing your damage by 5% every single hit, which at this point is 65. Every single hit, you get another 65 damage added to this. So in, 10 hits, you get another 650, which is 50% of your increase, or 650 which is half of your damage value, and so that's a 50% increase on 10 attacks, which you can do pretty easily in 45 seconds. That's 4.5 seconds per attack. You know, that's a good amount of time, and that should be totally doable to get 4.5 attacks. So it's very, very good, and it encourages some pretty aggressive gameplay to have Blade Dance as an option. So anyways, hopefully you guys found this interesting, a different way to play Prometheus than what we've done before, and we'll keep this train rolling here in the cathedral next time. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you, let's see, today's Wednesday. We'll see you next Sunday, and you guys have a good weekend, and we'll probably be doing some streams. So you guys take care. Bye.